So, like I said, my name is Pedro, I'm from Brazil, and I've been here for about 4 or 5 months in London, living on my own. And the one thing about living on my own in London is that I've had to deal with a few things that obviously I hadn't to deal with back home. Like for example, a couple of months ago, I lost a button in a coat, pretty much like this one, which in fact is missing a button. And that kind of made me realize I had never sewn a button before, ever. And you know, I did what people nowadays do. I went on the internet and looked for a tutorial on how to sew a button, and I managed to sew my button back on. But it kind of got me to thinking that I would put together this little tutorial for you, should you find yourself in the same case. But I had to do a few adaptations. First of all, I was thinking, since I was going to have a fairly sizable crowd, if I just showed you a button and thread, a lot of people wouldn't actually see that, right? So I made a few adjustments to that, and can everybody see the button now? Good. Right, so first thing you do when placing your button is find your garment. I also had to change that. You're going to need some thread as well. And, right, so first thing you do is you get your thread, you wet the tip of it, and place it through a needle, which in this case is quite easy because we don't actually need one. Right, second thing, you're going to want to find the place where your button was supposed to be, and then put your needle and thread through the back of the garment. Now, since I had to do these adaptations, I had to use some less dainty and delicate tools to do this. So, I might be using the wrong drill.
I think you need to go online and find out how to use a drill.
No, this one's not going to
Got another one.
Got it?
Yeah.
Because we're big on
Now I'm feeling it.
Mind your hands.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay, now, as I was saying. And then we go through one of the diagonal holes. Oh, by the way, on the other end of your thread, you want to have a knot. That way you can pull it all the way and lock. Right. And then through one of the diagonal holes in the bottom end, back through the garments. This is quite hard to do with fake nervous hands, you know. All right.
Good job.
Yay. And now we go through the other 2 holes. And now you know, in Brazil the situation is we usually have, if you're middle to upper class, we usually have maids, or people working for us, which usually do all this kind of thing. Not the drilling, by the way, just the sewing. Last one. Okay. your button to stick a bit away from the garment, and it makes it easier to button it. And then through the garment as well.
Would your mother be pleased?
Very much,
I think
actually.
she would.
Very much.
You know, another person that would be incredibly pleased would be my girlfriend, actually, because, yay, I can do this. Which is a curious thing about her is she's working in an advertising company now, which used to be a job that was pretty much very male-driven, and nowadays, basically, they only take women for
I
that
can't
position.
imagine why.
Exactly. All right, last thing about your button. So you've sewn it on, you're going to go through the garment on this horizontal way, leaving a loop here, and then thread through the loop and fasten it. Cut your SS thread, which here is very easy because we don't need any tools actually. And you have your button sewn on. Okay, forgive me the technical difficulties, but yeah, that's it.